Yo, what's up? Max here, and in this video we'll be talking about automating your income as an online coach, online service provider, or freelancer. So if you like money, but you don't want to be trading your time for money, you basically want to be free, traveling the world, doing whatever you want, while at the same time passively banking in more and more money, this video is for you. We're literally gonna keep it very, very simple and structured. I'm gonna give you a step-by-step system to do that. So if that is you, pay attention now. Let's get started.
Have you ever wondered whether there's more to life than a boring dead-end 9-to-5 job? Have you ever dreamed about breaking free, traveling the world, making good money, and just enjoying life? No more office dress code, no morning commute, no boss. This channel is for you. So here's to your freedom.
So as promised, we're gonna keep it very, very simple in this video, and I'm literally gonna lay out 3 steps that you need to do in order to fully automate your income as an online coach. Step number 1 is automating your leads and sales, all right? Leads and sales. So this is what many people call the front end. And this front end starts with the big 3, okay? I'm literally gonna call this the big 3. I just came up with this literally on the spot, the big 3. What are the big 3 with which everybody needs to start? Number 1, positioning a niche market. I'm waiting for the comments to say this is Max's favorite things to say. Positioning yourself in niche market, knowing your target audience, knowing your TA, okay, we're gonna call it like that. And obviously, thirdly, creating leads manually, all right? Creating leads manually. Why is that so important? Because any automation, be it with ads, be it with a brand, YouTube channel, Instagram, etc., lives and dies with your mastery of these 3, which is why whenever we have clients that are starting from scratch, these are the 3 things we'll teach them first, okay? Do these 3 things, and then later on you can automate. Now, for these 3 things, what are the things that you don't need? Let me get a red pen here. You don't need Facebook ads, okay? You don't need Facebook ads. You don't need webinars. You don't need website, also not necessary, okay? You don't need YouTube, you don't need Instagram, you don't need a brand. What else you don't need? Let me look at my notes. You don't need any social media. All of these things are completely unnecessary. You can still make 10K a month. 10K a month. We always put these 10K here as the milestone, okay? So these big 3, to make it full on crazy left and right, these big 3 will eventually lead to 10K a month if you do everything right, okay? And before you're making 10K a month, you don't even have to think about any of these, okay? So basically, once you're making up to 10K a month, what you do then is you build and leverage your network, okay? Build and leverage network. What do I mean by that? By building and leverage your network, I mean the following. Let's say for example, you're making your first client, all right? You're making your first client is happy and gives you money. You have a first client, you're probably gonna get a testimonial from them, okay? Hey, how did you like the work? And maybe they'll record a video of themselves. Maybe they write you a nice little email that you can then screenshot. Obviously keep it anonymous if you want to, if they ask for anonymity. And that way, with that testimonial, it's much easier to create a second client, right? Now the second client is also happy, gives another testimonial. So now we have 2 testimonials. So it's easier to get 3, 4, and so on and so forth. And you're basically just building a network of happy clients, and then you're gonna leverage that network via getting testimonials, okay? But the crazy thing is, it's not only testimonials, all right? Testimonials that are going to help you, but also referrals, all right? Now, you can literally build a 5-figure business only on these 2, testimonials and referrals. You don't need Facebook ads. You don't need a big brand or anything of that. You can literally get up to 5 figures. Sometimes I know people actually making more than 5 figures a month only with testimonials and referrals. They're complete unknowns. They don't have to have a big brand. They don't have to have an Instagram verification badge or whatnot. They don't even have a certificate. They don't even have a degree whatsoever. They literally just make 5 figures a month via testimonials and referrals from their very, very happy clients, okay? We can teach you stuff like that in a Freedom Business Mentoring program, but what you need to know is that is the first stage, okay? Roman numeral 1 of automizing your income as an online coach. And then from there, all right? From there, after doing these things, you take what you learned and you apply it into ads, funnels, webinars, and so on and so forth, okay? You take what you learned here and apply the knowledge, let's go like that, okay, knowledge. You apply knowledge for ads. I can't even write ads anymore, this is crazy. You do all that for ads, you do all that for, you know, webinars or any type of funnel, if you will. And obviously, if you want to, also into brand, content, right? Brand plus content, etc. That's the first stage of automizing. That's what you're doing on the so-called front end, all right? Now, on the other hand, under number 2 here, let me make a little bit more space here, yeah. So you know what I mean by applying knowledge. Now you can pause the video and rewind if you want. What you do here with 2 is you want to automate your product, all right? What you do with automizing your product is, number 1, what most people think they should do is create a product before they sell, all right? Before selling. They reach out to me, they say they've been working for months on their product and it's really great and they're sure people will want it and they're sure people will want to buy it. Worst thing ever, do not create a product before you've sold anything. That's a big, big mistake. No, no, no. Niet, niet. Non es buen, okay? I don't even know what language that was, but all you have to do instead is very, very simple. You start with one-on-one coaching, all right? Start with one-on-one coaching, all right? Now, obviously, there are certain price secrets that you have to learn. There's certain sales and marketing that you have to learn in order to make this lucrative. We teach that in Freedom Business Mentoring Program, so absolutely no worries for you. Start with one-on-one coaching. What you do from there is you create the product as you go, all right? Create P for product as you go. What do I mean by as you go? Well, I mean, number 1, you're already getting paid. You're already getting paid, all right? Why? Because you already have one-on-one clients, all right? You're already getting paid, and most importantly, the way you're creating this product is you have your first client and you see, okay, client is struggling with certain types of mindsets or problems in week 1, right? Now you get a second client, and that client happens to have the exact same problems in week 1. You get a third client, fourth client, and you start seeing patterns, all right? It's almost like imagine this is like the Matrix, okay? And you see certain patterns here. And you feel like, oh, hold on. So clients 1, 2, and 3 are getting the same problem here, all right? And then clients 4, 5, and 6 getting all the same problem here, and clients 1 and 2 also getting the problems here. So you can kind of see like, oh, okay, they're all having the same problem here. So you know what? Instead of teaching them one-on-one over and over the same, let me create a video, right? Let me create a video inside my members area. Let me send a video to them. You can keep it even simpler and just say, here's a video or a PDF sheet or whatever that will help you with this problem. And then you create the next problem that everybody has and you create content for that you give them. And so on and so forth. And slowly but steadily, you're gonna fill out all these spots. You're gonna see the matrix, you're gonna fill them out. And that is how you create a product, right? The cool thing is when you create the product like that, you're already getting paid because you already have clients. And literally the clients tell you what they need, all right? What they need. Now here's the crazy thing. It all feeds into this, into the big 3 here, all right? Because the better you know your target audience, the more overlap you'll have here. If you're just trying to blindly start selling stuff, you're gonna have a very bad time and clients gonna be all over the place and it's hard for you to automate, right? But the more you position yourself in a hyper niche market, know your target audience, the easier you can automate things here, all right? It sounds complicated, but it really is very, very simple once you know how, all right? So you're creating a product, you're already getting paid, clients literally tell you what will sell the best. How amazing is that? Instead of creating a product first and you're praying to Odin that it's gonna sell. And yeah, it is that simple. That is step 2. Now with step number 3, what we're gonna do is we'll basically want to automate our business structure, our operations, all right? Structure and operations. Structure and operations. The basic credo of this is working on the business and not working in the business, right? Here you're still working in the business. Here you're doing most of the stuff yourself. By the way, all this can be done alone. You can easily make up to 10K, even more, just completely alone. You don't need a team, you don't need an office, you can just work it from your laptop, right? But you later on, more and more, you want to transition into working on your business, all right? Instead of in the business. Business, all right? Simple stuff. How to do that? Number one, you make key hires, all right? Let's say, for example, you hire someone who pre-qualifies your leads, okay? You're getting leads in manually, right? You're getting leads in automatically on top of that, right? From social media, from ads, and so on and so forth. And instead of having to sift through them and see, okay, who has buying power, who fits into my target audience, you hire someone who does that, right? Or let's say you hire someone for administrative things, like whenever you have a close, that person sets up the invoice, that person onboards the client, and so on and so forth. You can also say, okay, 90% of the questions I'm getting here in my one-on-one coaching are simple questions about mindset. You know, someone else can hire that. Doesn't need to be me, the absolute expert. So you can hire people that coach alongside with you, right? That basically answer all the easy questions, and for the hard questions, it's you. And then later on, again, with more and more key hires, you can literally automate everything. You can literally delegate more and more and more and transition over into working on your business and not in the business. What does working on the business mean? You're literally making yourself obsolete more and more. This is really something very, very fantastic. I remember the more I started delegating things, the more I got scared. I'm like, if I would just leave now, the business would run without me. You know, like what's gonna happen? Nobody's gonna need me anymore. It felt kind of weird because you're kind of giving your baby away, but then you realize how amazing that is. You're like, wow, I have this great team. I have all these great automated processes for me that literally make me money as I'm, you know, on vacation in Egypt, as I'm going snowboarding in the Austrian Alps. I'm making more money. And again, it's kind of scary in the beginning, but then later on you live more and more through that, and you realize how amazing that is. And one last thing that I want to say here, structure trumps everything, all right? Structure trumps everything. And this is something that you can easily learn from someone who's built a great structure for themselves, all right? You gotta understand that there's a lot of people who get really far with this, but they are slowly but steadily, without them noticing, building this like golden cage around themselves. And you know, then they're the cool CEO, they're making their 7-8 figures a year, and it's all great and stuff, but they're having more and more responsibility because they might even have key hires, they might even have automated this and this, but at the same time, they've never built a structure. They are all always reliant on themselves. Every single piece in their puzzle is still going to them, okay? It's still reliant on them as the CEO or as the owner or whatever. So you gotta understand that structure trumps everything. The better you can build a structure so you can rely on the structure and not on your leadership, the more of an easier time you'll have, okay? So all you gotta do is manage every now and then, is look into things in terms of vision, in terms of where do we wanna go, and maybe also in terms of motivation if that is something that you like, but that is it. Again, you need to come up with a structure for that. All right, so now let's summarize everything. So you basically have these 3 points of automating your income as an online coach or online service provider. First point, get the big 3 done, all right? Positioning yourself in a niche market, knowing your target audience, creating leads manually. We help our clients in our Freedom Business Mentoring do that very easily. Build and leverage your network through testimonials from existing clients, referrals from existing clients. You can, if you do everything correct, get easily to 5 figures a month. You'd have to beat money with a stick in order to not get at least 4 figures a month. Apply that knowledge for ads, okay? Again, we'll write it down here as well. Apply that knowledge for ads, content, funnels, etc., right? Apply that knowledge there so you have the automation up here for leads and sales. Get into the second one, automate your product. Don't create a product at first. Very, very bad. No es bueno, okay? Start with the one-on-one coaching. Create the product as you go while already getting paid, while already literally having your clients tell you what they would buy. And then later on, build a massive structure, all right? Build structure and operations, work on the business, not in the business, make key hires, structure trumps everything, and that is it. Very, very simple stuff. So when you say you're ready to get started, when you say you're ready to eventually automate your income as an online coach, become successful, be free to travel the world, hang out with loved ones, and not waste away in a rat race of 9-to-5 jobs, then I got something pretty cool for you. You can literally jump on a free consultation call, either with me personally or with an expert from my team. We've provided a link down in the description below. You can literally jump on that link, you click there, it brings you to a page, read what's on that page, scroll down, there's an application, and in that application you can book the exact date and time where you want us to call you. Now this is especially important if you like money and if you like freedom, right? And if you already have a skill that you want to monetize, give us a call because we can help you get started. Even if you're already monetizing something, but you want to monetize it properly, you want to step away from the business operations more and more and really be free, we can help you with that. And also, last but not least importantly, if you're not 100% sure yet what it is what you want to do, right? You know you want to be free, you know you want to make money, but you're not quite sure what you're good at, give us a call nonetheless, because we can analyze your strengths and give you an exact step-by-step plan on how to get out of that 9-to-5 rat race, okay? So again, link in the description below, link appears somewhere here maybe as well. If the link still works, it means we have spots open, right? This link usually fills up very, very fast, especially nowadays where the channel is picking up a little bit. So make sure you grab your spot before it's too late. Take action, execute, otherwise this video has been a waste of your time. Thank you so much for watching and maybe talk to you very, very soon. GG.